Welcome to West African Weekly Sports Digest, your regional sports program. And yes, Christmas is fast approaching and Hasselhoff players won't be left out of the celebration. Well, today we are at the Haas training grounds in Pobiman to cover their last training of 2018. Today is their last training. They will be going on break from today and probably resume next year when the proposed special league will be coming off. Well, though football has been halted in the country for close to 6 months now, Hasselhoff training and other clubs training has not been halted, as most of the local clubs in Ghana have been engaging in series of training to keep the players fit. Though there have been no active football in the country today. It's been the last training for Hasselhoff. We are at their training grounds and we will be speaking to some of the players and also the coach of Hasselhoff, and that's Kim Grant, to know how they have seen the year so far, the kind of preparation they have had so far, how ready they are going to be next year when there will be a special league in action, and also just to get a general overview of the players since he took in charge. My name is Betty Yosen and this is West African Weekly Sports Digest. Stay tuned as we bring you more updates from Haas training grounds. Welcome back to the show, West African Weekly Sports Digest. My name is Betty Yosen and we are here with Hasselhoff coach, that's Kim Grant. I said earlier that Christmas is fast approaching. Today is the last training session for the Rainbow Club. You're welcome on the show, sir.
Thank you.
Well, Merry Christmas. You're already in a Christmas mood.
Yeah, in a Christmas spirit, so.
Yes. Well, we know today happens to be the last training of the year 2018 for Hasselhoff. In total, since you took over, what will be your general assessment of the team and of yourself? Do you think that you've been able to meet the target, though there haven't been any active football, but as in training, what you were expecting from the players and all that, what had been your general assessment?
Just really laying the foundations of how we're going to play, the philosophy we're going to take up, also assessing the fitness of the players. Before I arrived, obviously the players have been in camp for a very long time, so it was a decision I took to give them a little bit of break to get some recoveries. We've got a few injuries as well that need to have a non-impact training session. So, but overall, I've been very pleased. The players have bought into what I want. Of course, we have a very positive results with Midyama, so things are going in the right direction. But most important, when we come back, we're going to kickstart again, and hopefully everybody will be refreshed and look forward to a new year.
Well, I know as a coach, when you take over a club, training, you would want to kick a ball to see how your players are doing, because yes, you've been training among yourselves and so you know the strength of your team, but want to compare. How eager are you hoping for maybe active football to return so that you can know if you are doing the right thing with the players?
It's not so much about active football and everything. I just want to make sure that we all the players understand exactly why I've been brought in, what their objectives are for the season, whether the league starts or not, and they buy into what we're trying to do now. You know, the club is changing. There's a lot of positivity now about our club. There's a lot of things going on behind the scenes. Things are not going out. People are not hearing about things, but there's a lot of changes going on behind the scenes. So, and that's what I said in the very first interview, that I want a lot of positivity, and I think there's been too much negative within this club, and things are changing now. So I want it to be on the very highest professionalism, and as well as the players on and off the field. So there's lots of things going on that. But overall, come next year, it'll be a totally different ball game. Obviously, the league will start in 26, or the competition, whatever it's going to be. and then hopefully I'll prepare them, and they'll be ready for it.
Well, I was even coming there with a special league that's coming up. How ready are you? What's in terms, because it's just next month. It's not even up to a month yet.
Yeah,
less than a month
26. So it gives when the players come back from their break, it will give us roughly 3 weeks to prepare. But look, I've only been with them for 12, 14 days, so that's a very short space of time. Still a lot of work to be done, and I think the fans and the Phobians family needs to be a little bit patient, because it takes about 2-3 months before you actually see the progress of the whole what I'm trying to implement. But hopefully, time's not my side, but I have to get on with it.
So they shouldn't expect much results when the league starts, because
no, it's not
we are still in the building process.
Of course it is. There's a transition. We're looking at players. We're looking at other avenues to improve the squad, sports science. Also, there's lots of new implementations coming in, and it will take time for everybody to actually adapt to it, and sometimes it's hard for people to change, but the change is good, and I believe it's very, very positive. So
I don't know if sometimes you go on social media and probably you read what fans, Ghanaians are talking about in terms of Hasslefolk brand and all that. There's popular water, ice water bathing. It was the whole news in Ghana that yes, Hasslefolk is doing ice bathing, and people were talking about it. Some were ridiculing and all that. Did you see it? What's your reaction to that?
For me, I'm doing what's right for the club, what's right for the players to get them recovery. Whatever other people comment and think about it, it's done over the world. It's not new to me. I've done it myself with the top clubs I've played for and worked for. So for me, it's nothing new. It's a sports scientific thing, and maybe for some people, I'm sure some clubs have done it here, but because it's hard. It's been publicised even bigger than what it is. But it's very, very important for the players to get their recovery, because obviously my sessions are intensive, and I try to work as much as possible with the balls as possible. Of course, you do some conditioning work, and then part of that is get some recovery done, and that's part of the program.
So when are they actually coming back to come?
We're looking to come back roughly the 2nd of January. So it's just a short break, and I think the players need a break. I can see that they're a little bit fatigued because they've been in camp for almost 2-3 months. And some of the other teams have had a break. So I think I need the boys to come back refreshed, and hopefully that we start very well, and we go. But then they know the responsibilities when they go away. I want them to take the rest, because when they do come back, it's going to be full on.
We saw that Hasslefolk was making some purchasing of players, if you want to. Are you going to see more of that coming next year?
Obviously, I came in, we've made a few acquisitions. Of course, I'm still assessing the squad. And if time permits and everything, I'll look at it. But I think every player deserves to be looked at here, including the Auroras and the under-17. So if there's good, I've already brought 2 young players through. If they're good enough, I will add them to the squad. And then if not, then obviously I'll look outside. But at the moment, I have to be fair with the current squad. I have to assess them and see what's needed in the right areas. And then if I need to add to the squad, then I will.
So you think all departments are solid now, as per your assessment? You think?
No, they're still different. We're short in certain areas, and we're looking to address that. But hopefully, by the time I come back, I would like to have the squad in place before the actual league starts. Obviously, it's all about financial aspects as well. So, at the end of the day, it's a business. So that outside supporters have to understand that it's not just about going out buying a play. You don't have to necessarily spend a lot of money. So.
Well, lastly, gradually we are going to enter into 2019, hopefully, and we will all have what we want to achieve in 2019, since it's going to be a new year. What are you seeking that probably you would be able to achieve with Hasslefolk and for yourself as a coach?
At the end of the day, it's the biggest club in Ghana, and it demands success, and I'm not stupid enough to not know this. I know the pressure will be on, but I'm here. It's a challenge for me, and I need to make sure that we have a winning mentality and approach every game with the objectives of winning. If we play very well and we're one of the best teams, and then we get beaten by a better team, then at least I know that the team is giving 100%, not just for me, but also for the club and the supporters. But of course, we will go into every game looking to win the game, and because this club demands success, and I can't make promises, but I certainly do all I can to try and bring success to the club.
Well, so that's Hearts of Oak head coach Kim Grant, and this is West African Weekly Sports Digest. But before we take leave of you, what is your special Christmas message to Hearts of Oak fans out there? If you can look into the camera and tell them.
Just wish you all a very happy Christmas and a great New Year, and hopefully that it will be a fantastic New Year's for the whole Fulvian family.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Well, so you heard from head coach of Hearts of Oak, that's Kim Grant, and today happens to be their last training session of 2018. As he said, they will be returning on January 2nd for them to prepare for the special league that will be coming off on 26th January. A while ago, we came your way with an interview with Hearts of Oak coach, that's Kim Grant, and now I am sandwiched between two Hearts of Oak players, and that's their captain Fatau Mohammed, who happens to be on my right, and my left is Selassie. Here's the man in form currently. He scored against Mediama, 2 goals against Mediama, and also in their friendly against Araras, he scored a hat-trick. Welcome, guys.
Thank you.
Well, we are in the Christmas mood, so Merry Christmas. All right. Please, I'll be coming for my Christmas gifts anyway.
No problem.
Well, so Fatau, as a captain, today happens to be your last training session. Looking at all the months that you've spent in camp, I believe it should be like 2 to 3 months now after football went on break. How do you think that you've been able to put in more energy come next year?
Yeah, coming next year, it's going to be a different year altogether. Because we are going on break, we will resume on the 2nd of next month. So it's not going to be easy like this year. This year is has passed, so we are coming to start at New Year at afresh. So we hope that we'll come back afresh and strong, then we can continue the job.
Well, how much do you miss the league? Because on a normal Saturday or a Sunday during the weekend, you always have in mind that you have a match to play. Now, how do you spend your weekend?
Yeah, the weekend is very, very boring, because when you are training with that league matches, you don't know your standard. Because when you training fitness is different from match fitness. But always we have been training with that matches. We don't know our level, because when we get to competitive games, you see that we find it difficult because we don't have match fitness. So we find it difficult.
So how well do you spend the weekend now? What do you do to engage yourself during the weekend now that there is no active football ongoing?
Yeah, we'll keep on doing training small, but today, as we are standing here, we are going on break 1 week. So when we go back, we can't go and sleep. We'll start doing something small, so that to keep our fitness, so that when we resume, so that we will not struggle.
Well, Selassie, we know that before your game against Mediama, Hearts of Oak played against, I think, Kotoko. They played against Interlights, which they lost. And many people, your fans are very... They are not patient. They always want to see results. You played against Mediama. You scored 2 goals. You won. Araras, you scored a hat-trick. Now, it seems you are in form right now. Going into next year, what should Hearts fans expect from you?
They should expect more, because we are not going to sleep. We are still working hard to go for it. Where we are is not our limit. The sky is our limit, so we are going to work hard to go for it. So they should expect more from us.
As a player, training always coming for training like for 2 to 3 months, and there haven't been any football. How do you feel? How has the feeling been like?
We feel very bad. Because it's like somebody working without a pay. We feel very bad because we come to training from Monday to Friday. There's no match, nothing to play. We feel very bad. But our team organizers used to organize some matches for us to play, maybe once in a while. So that is what is keeping us in a good shape.
Well, I asked him a question and I'm throwing it to you too. How do you spend your weekend now? Because I know your weekend is supposed to be, if the league is in session, you have a match to play on Saturday, on Sunday, or probably midweek match. Now, how do you spend your weekend?
We just relax at home. Maybe if you have someone to do, you do it. That is what we do.
So it's becoming a boring one, I guess.
Yeah.
And also your arch rivals, that is Kotoko. They have really been beating Hearts of Oak lately. What is your message to them as you are going on break? Coming next year, what is your message to Kotoko? I'm starting with you, Fatal.
Message to Kotoko. Message to the whole teams in Ghana, not only Kotoko. Now we are going on break. When we come back, we know that if we come back with strongly. Any team that we meet on his way, we are going to mash everybody and pass. So.
And you, Selassie?
Yeah, he said, not only Kotoko, to all the premier teams in Ghana. So yeah, we are not down anymore. We are lifting, so they should also expect more from us.
Okay, so yes, you heard from them. They should expect more from not only Kotoko. I thought it was Kotoko that they would throw a caution to them, but it wasn't only Kotoko. They are throwing a caution to all the players in the league that come next year in the special league. They are going to devour every club or every team that will come their way. What is your special message to your fans out there? We are entering into the Christmas, just I think few days away. What is your special message to Hearts of Oak fans out there, if you can look into the camera?
Okay, I wish all the fans in Hearts of Oak happy Merry Christmas and Happy New Year as coming true. So we thank God for all the support that they have been giving us and all the motivation and everything that they give us. We thank all Almighty Allah for giving us life and keeping them true so that next year they will keep supporting us.
Well, you too, Selassie, if you can look into the camera and wish your fans a Merry Christmas.
Wish them a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And also, we know we've done a lot to them, but they should just take heart and calm down. It's football, it changes anyway. But we are not going to let them down anymore. So they should cheer up.
So you heard from them, you should cheer up, forgive them for all their mistakes that they have made. Going into next year, they are coming with full vim and confidence. This is West African Weekly Sports Digest, and today we were at the training grounds of Accra Hearts of Oak, and today happens to be their last training of 2018. This program was proudly brought to you by Nassau Purified Drinking Water, and I was proudly supported by Emmanuel Frimpong and Prince Tego. They were my producers, and my name is Betty Yosin. Peace.